Guys, Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Been doing a little bit of tidying up around here today, so I thought I'd give you a little update on what's been going on in the shrimp room and in the workshop, and other things that are going to be up and coming on the channel shortly when things arrive. So what I've got today, I've got a change in the koi over today from their normal diet of Saki Akari Balance, which I normally feed them throughout the summer, and I'm going to change it now to the Medikoi wheat germ, which is this stuff right here. Brilliant stuff, wheat germ with garlic. And what I normally do is chuck a load of it into my pot, which I can seal up. And then we can keep the rest of it nice and fresh then by sealing it up, and I can hide it out of the way. And there it is. Smells really garlicky, really nice stuff. There you go guys. They might be a bit spooky because I've been over the pond cleaning up and doing stuff, so they might be a little bit shy today, because I've just literally come off of the back there where I put my bit of wood, and I put this funky little picture up here on the back of the wall there. It looks like the windows are open, and you've got a lovely meandering river there going through the mountains. If only that was a real window, it would be the most stunning workshop in the world. It really would. But it looks quite nice there and fills up a blank space. This is what happens when my wife goes shopping. Oh well, the koi are up to say hello to you as well. Now what I've done also is, well, just swing me around this way now. I've gone and brought my daughter's little goldfish down, and the baby koi as well. And I completely forgot the other day, guys, that I made a 1,000 subscriber coconut there with a bit of Nubius on it. And I completely forgot about it, and it was only when Mally came in the workshop and I was tidying around, she said, "Dad, you didn't put that video up." And I was like, ah, never mind, we're nearly 1,100 now, so it's a bit late. So there it is, in there. The goldfish are they're very happy. Now if you look there, there's one of the koi that we hatched out from eggs, and there's another one there, another one there. Nope, that's a little endler, that one. But most of them, apart from the big ones there, all the smaller ones you can see are the baby koi. We had 4 in total come out, which I was really happy with, because we can put them in the pond next year. Though this is going to be a heated pond in here, tank, sorry, so they're going to grow a little bit quicker. Reason for bringing her tank downstairs, typical little girl, she wants her bedroom done over, so Dad's got to start stripping everything out and start painting and decorating for her now. And as they grow up, they get into different things, don't they? So I don't know, if you've got kids of your own, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's why they're down here. So they'll probably stay down here now for the winter time. I'll leave them in here while I do bits and bobs up there. And if we go next door, there's the little tank that we started doing with our matting filter, which is cycling through lovely now. It's got just a little bit of nitrate left. And we've got a couple of the little tiger shrimp in here at the moment. I've just put a couple in here, those ones that we had at the mini pond, which is down there still. I gave that a water change today and shifted it over a bit. It's just a little bit stirred up. But all the plants are growing fantastic still. So we've got that natural light coming through the window there. And it keeps them all growing nicely. And they'll probably die off, as irises do and different aquatic plants die off in the winter as we lose the light. But these two are coming on great. This is a fully cycled tank anyway from upstairs, but this one's doing fantastic. So we've put a couple of these little hybridised shrimp in from the Bloody Marys and the yellow Sakuras. They were throwing out these crazy little tiger stripe patterns, which I really do like. Now we've got about another probably 20 of those, maybe even 30 of those in the mini pond still, because that's still heated for the time being. So I think I'm going to take them out of there before I turn the heaters off in the pond and give it a rest over the winter. And then I'll probably I'll probably put the heater on maybe later on in the year, but next year. Well, we shall see. Other things that are going on, if we pan around here, as you can see, we've got all this media. I'll just shift these bits out of the way a minute. Don't forget guys, if you like this channel, have a little subscribe and hit that notification bell for up and coming videos. There's going to be all sorts of interesting stuff going on here. I just bought this off eBay the other day. It looks like a mad flute. It's actually a big airline, bank of airline valves. So you can run I'm going to run the whole room off of this, all these tee off to different tanks, different things, different parts of the shed. And I can tee that off from my main pump to my Nexus filter, and I'll bring it up somewhere on the wall, and I'll have all my little tails coming off from that onto the into the individual tanks. We've got the media here, which that's the stuff we had from JBL. That's that sintered glass. That's going to be going in the trickle filter as well, as is all this other under substrate heater. That's really just to really warm the roots of the plants, that is. So well, we're going to put an additional heater in there as well. Shift the old cordless out of the way, you don't really want to be seeing that. And what we've got in here is some more filter media, which I bought off of Richard from Pond Guru. He sells the Biohome Ultimate and all the other types of media that he sells on his eBay channel, on his eBay shop. So if you are unfamiliar with his stuff, go and pay him a visit. It's brilliant stuff, and that's why I've ordered it. Hello, he's given me something extra here. Look at that. Oh, he's a good man. Thanks very much, Richard. I just literally opened this. I just cut the seal of the box just to but originally what I did order was this whopping great bag of Biohome. Now that's going to go in the trickle filter. He's also put some media balls in there as well to start that cycling process off. So that's going to go all the way along the top of this tank, and we can also now put that in as well, which is fantastic. Thanks again for that, matey. Much appreciated. And we got this other stuff from JBL as well. This is the Micromet. So we got plenty of media now for this build. Now I don't know if you watched the last video where poor old China had that nasty wound on his head. We'll go in there in a minute and I'll show you what's been going on with him since we put the last video up. But while I was here, I don't know if you watched the rest of that, but I've got, if you look down there now, we got the glass for the new tank. I've got one big pane before we can get another piece of this 6 foot by 22 high pane to go on the front, and that's where it's going to go. As you see it there, it's going to go right down this wall, and it should look pretty good. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there at the moment, or how I'm going to plant it up, to be honest. I was really toying the idea of doing a monstrous living wall all the way down through there, and putting lots and lots of different little creatures in there, all different types of tetras. Have a really big community tank, because it's only narrow. I've been thinking about putting lots of little different species in, maybe some little apistos, stuff like that, and little hides in the bottom. We got all the media from JBL as well, which we're going to put in there. And I'm really excited to get on with this build, really charged up to do it. I really thought I was going to get going this week, but they sadly let me down with the glass. But it'll come, it'll turn up, and then we'll get on with the build. We've got the other little tank. I'll just take you down the bottom now. I'll set you up on the little tank down the bottom there, and we'll have a quick look at that before we go in the shrimp room and give you a quick update of what's been going on in there, okay? Alright guys, there we go. Absolutely love this little tank with that little trickle filter on that we put in there made. It's absolutely pristine, the water in there, it really is. That little filter's doing a absolutely immaculate job, and the shrimps are super healthy in there. No troubles whatsoever, no traces of anything evil in there whatsoever. Everything's thriving. and it's doing extremely well. Really happy. And Spud's come in now, he's looking for some more wood to steal. What are you doing in here, boy? Where are you? Well, I can see you. Nicking wood to chew up in the living room, I know. Anyway, he does, as soon as I go out, he comes in here and he knows I'm filming. He'll come in here and he'll find something and he'll run off with it and chew it. He's a little monkey, he is. But we love him to bits. We wouldn't be without him. Anyway, yeah, everything's really nice system here. We've got the pothos plants. I've put a couple of plants around here and there because I'm slowly moving things around. And picked up one of these monster bamboos again the other day. That's about 6 foot long. I'm unsure what I'm going to do with that at the moment, but no, you know, I'll find something will click in the brain somewhere and I'll come up with something new. There's little pothos plants that we put in there. You can see the roots coming all the way through, and they're actually growing now through and into the tank. And if I can move that to one side, that little bit of water lettuce there, you can see that root there has come through there and it's going down into the tank now, taking all those nutrients out of the water and keeping that water in really good nick. So I just put some food in here for these little guys as well, and they're all running off for the piece now. Excellent stuff. Right, I think what we should do now is we can go in and we can meet Frank's girlfriend, because she's in the tank. We put a glass separator in there because he's been a little bit of a monkey with her, he has. So we've had to keep him away because it's his territory. So he's been a little bit off with her and giving her a couple of whacks, and so we've had to put the separation piece back in. So let's pop in there and see how they're getting on. There you go, guys, there they are, all happy together with their little glass separator in there. I'll just move a few things. This is a super glary room. This is why I'm trying to move everything out of this room now, and we're going to have a bit of a change around. But there she is. She's a beautiful fish, but he's being really aggressive, so we've had to put the I put this separation piece of glass back in. You can see that goes across, halfway across like that, just for now, so they can see each other, but he can't get to her. Let's see if she'll have some food. Right, I've got some food here. Let's pop a few of these in. Hey, look at that, good girl. She's straight up for it. She wasn't eating yesterday. Obviously she was a bit spooked, I think, with Frank giving her a bit of a rough time. So as you can see, he's still very, very interested. His little gills have been flaring out, and he's been itching to get in there. And when she comes close to the tank, he gives that glass one hell of a bang. So it just shows you, if that glass wasn't there, he'd really give her a hard time. I'm going to put I think when I do take that separation piece out again, I'll put a nice piece of pipe in, nice narrow piece of pipe. Cut myself there, look. And so she can fit in there and he can't fit in, so she's got somewhere to go. Nice bit of copper pipe, listen to me. Clay pipe, terracotta, the same as the pots. But she's a beautiful fish, and you girl. The guy Dale I got her from, had her since she was only 3 inches long, and he's concentrating now on his snakeheads. I think he's moving away from cichlids. Snakeheads are good fun as well. Very, very predatory fish. But he's got them breeding already, so which is great news. I saw them in the tank. He's got little babies in there. But it'd be great if these two do pair up and have some young. Sometimes you can keep the separator in the middle there. I might get obviously that straight piece of glass there isn't giving it really great flow going through. There is a gap all the way around it. The flow can get through, but not as much as I'd like. So I've ordered some more partition that's going to go directly through the middle, so it can crate some egg crates, so it can go all the way through. I've got a spare filter I can put that side as well for now, which I might throw in later. But even sometimes they won't mix, and then you'll get a super aggressive male like he could be, and he just has a go at everything. And he'll get worse if he does pair up with her. He'll get even worse. But what you can do, you can actually lift the egg crate off the bottom about that long, and they'll lay the eggs on the bottom, and he'll come along and fertilise them that side, and she'll lay them along that side, so they don't actually meet, but they'll breed underneath. I've had them do that before, many moons ago. So we might have to go along those lines in the end, or just keep it separated. But with that, they've got a small area of the tank left, and it's not a massive tank, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for now. Right, we'll have a little catch up now with... Hello, mate. Hello, mate. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Oh, that little head's looking a lot better today, mate. You can see the bits of brown on the top there were it was attacking his fins as well. If you see on the ends of his fins, it looks a little bit whiter at the end. Well, that actual fungus was actually eating his tail away as well, and on his dorsal fin, on his pectoral fins, anal fins, everywhere were getting eaten away by that fungus. So, and as you can see, that's all been killed off now, and it's you can see that extra little white bits at the end where it's grown back already, which is brilliant, because that means his a little immune system's working well, and he's coming back up to speed. Come back and see us. Wait. He thinks I'm not going near you again. Putting me to sleep with that clove oil. But you can see there's little bits of the treatment left on the top of his head. Some of it's fallen off. But that was really horrible yesterday, and like I say, with the help of Mally, we cleaned him up, and he's been feeding well today too. So he's on the mend, which is brilliant. I'll give you a quick look upstairs. What's been going on in here? This is a bit cloudy in here today because I put some Gen Chem in there. All the shrimps are doing well. Lots of little babies in here. And if you can see them all over the moss. I'll try and get in a little bit. There's a little guy right in front of you there. Another one there. There's quite a few in here now, so it's lovely little blue bolt there. That's one that we've bred. There's some more little babies there, just in amongst the substrate, if you can see them there. Little babbers everywhere. Little roof on that's coming on nice now. Fantastic little places for the babies to hide as well, in amongst the moss, and great little feeding platform for them. Yeah, get better soon, little China. And you two behave yourselves. Yep, everyone's looking nice and well. Anyway, we're back in the shed now, just having a look at these crystal reds and blacks. These young and up and coming shrimp. Having a feed. The old walnut there's doing well. Bits of subwazatang and stuff I've stuck all over that. And what I was going to say as well, guys, with these oxidators that I showed you how to make, there's a really good little thing with these as well, because if you look up there, when they get empty, unlike the Maker's one, these ones float to the surface and come up to you, so you haven't got to go creeping around in your tank, and you can just take them out and refill them. Just tip some of that water out of there. And I've got down here is what I use. Bit of dust on there, sorry about that. 6% food grade, hydrogen peroxide. And I'll just put you down a minute. Take the top of this off. And I'll refill it, and then I'll get back to you, alright? Here you can have a look at some little shrimps racing around while I fill this up. Keep that nice and clean. Put the stopper back on. If you're unsure how I made these oxidators, guys, if you're new to the channel, pop back and have a look, because I've got there's a two-part series on there, 2 episodes, sorry, on there, on how to make yourself one of these oxidators. Very, very simple to make. Very simple. And here we go, all back in there, up to speed again. And releasing that nice oxygen into the water again to keep everything nice and healthy. Yep, nice little system, really happy with that. A couple of you have made these filters and have said they're really good, working really well, which is great news. I think we'll have a look at the koi and then we'll call this one a day. Excellent stuff. And thank you guys again for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Excellent stuff. I've got the old certificate. They've sent me a little download certificate for 1,000 subs and also over 100,000 views now as well. So I'm going to get those printed up. I'm going to put them up in here somewhere as little milestones. Well, my daughter's going to do it because she's proud of her dad, she said, for getting this far, and I do thank her for that as well. Because she's a little star as well. She does help me out a lot on these little videos, whether it's holding tripods or moving tripods or doing different things. It's always great to encourage these to encourage the kids. The reason I started up this channel was because of her, because she was into YouTubing and doing the gaming and all that kind of stuff, and I was just giving her a bit of encouragement. Started doing it, we got her some gear. And she said, you should do one with your fish tanks as well, because you've been doing it for years and years and you could help people out. And I thought, yeah, why not? It's a good idea. So I think we're 1,100 subs in now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. All you guys are fantastic. Great comments as always. And it's great putting some comments backwards and forwards and helping people out if you can. Little mini pond there. Still a bit cloudy. And you lot have had your tea, so you've had it now. You're not having any more. We're trying to get you down on the food as it is now. I know you want some more. Look at that window on the ship. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Open windows into the Canadian wilderness from Wales. Ah, brilliant. Anyway guys, I'm going to go and close my windows now over there, and as always, you're all stars. Love you loads. Take care, and I'll see you on the next episode of Marks Aquatics. Bye for now. I'll take you out the window, look.